Hazrat Abu Darda radiallahu ta'ala anhu says, my only fear is on the day of Qiyamah, it will be asked that, did you acquire knowledge? Hal alimta? So I will reply, yes, acquired knowledge, na'am. So when I will reply, na'am, the question will come, Mada amilta fima alimta? That you acquired the knowledge, how much did you practice according to it? That's my fear, that when this question will come and I will reply, yes, I acquired knowledge, but then the question about what was the extent of your amal, how much you practiced on it, that is where I can get into a difficulty. Now, these were personalities who practiced according to their knowledge, but this was the fear they still harbored about this question, and how will they fare when this question is asked. So, not having knowledge, being ignorant, is not an excuse. In fact, that's a problem. That's already a major problem, that a person did not acquire the necessary knowledge. Whatever was necessary for him to conduct his obligations of deen, to conduct himself as a correct Muslim, that's necessary. The person doesn't even have the necessary knowledge, that's a big problem. But he has knowledge and he has a lot of knowledge, but that amal is not according to that knowledge, then that is a double problem. That is even a greater problem than a person being ignorant, because he will be taken to task for having learned and not having acted according to that knowledge. In the Quran Sharif, Allah Ta'ala addresses the Azwaj Mutahharat, the noble wives of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that مَن يَأْتِ مِنْكُنَّ بِفَاحِشَةٍ مُبَيِّنَةٍ يُضَاعَفْ لَهَا الْعَذَابُ ضِعْفَيْنِ. That any of you commit this kind of wrong, then you will be given a double punishment. Now, they are also like any other human being. They are also like the rest of the Sahabiyat, but they have an added honor that they are the household of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So they are being told, you have been given this very high position and status and this very great opportunity that you are part of the household of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. After all this, if you overstep the mark, then you'll be taken to task at a greater level. Now, not that there was any fear of them falling out of line, but this was a principle that was being established. They were being addressed, but this was a principle that was being established for the whole ummah. That certain people who are given certain privileges in deen, like the knowledge of deen, so now they are going to be judged on a higher level compared to those who didn't have that extra knowledge, that additional knowledge, the higher knowledge. The person who commits a sin without having that higher knowledge, in our terminology, what we will say, the person who is not an alim, person not a student of deen, so that's also a sin. He will also be taken to task for that. Not that that became anything lesser for him in terms of being a sin. It's a sin, and he will be taken to task for it unless he's made sincere tawbah. But the person who was blessed with that knowledge, who had that opportunity to learn ilm, and despite that, having acquired that knowledge, he still goes and commits the same wrong that some person without that knowledge committed, he won't be treated at the same level. He'll be taken to task at a much severe level. So therefore, while this is a very great honor and a very great privilege from the side of Allah Ta'ala, but at the same time it comes with great responsibility, and it demands that a person should now act according to his knowledge. Not acting accordingly, this is putting oneself in great risk and danger in dunya already and in the akhirat as well.
अल्लाह अल्लाह कैसा प्यारा नाम है, आशिकों का मीना और जाम है।